Hey, good morning everybody. It's Captain Drew Cavanaugh here from Florida Inshore Fishing Charters, Mosquito Lagoon Sight Fishing Charters, and Florida Nearshore Fishing Charters. First of all, thank you for watching. I hope everybody's having a beautiful and wonderful day out here, or today. And today I'm going to do a little video on something that I think can help a lot of people, help a lot of guides, captains, charter boats, individuals. And I've written down a bunch of stuff, and these are tips on hiring a fishing guide. So not everybody knows or has ever hired a charter boat captain before. Now this is going to be pretty much for us saltwater captains here. I'm not going to, anything I say here, may not apply to somewhere in another country, up north, freshwater. I'm only talking about me, myself, in the saltwater environment here in the state of Florida. So let's start off with the basics. Let's say you call a captain, you want to find out, some information on hiring him. The first thing you're going to do is, number one, location. Make sure you're in the same area that he's in, or within reason. I'm about an hour located from Orlando, Disney, all that kind of stuff, Kissimmee, and we cover Cocoa Beach, Port Canaveral, Daytona Beach, Ponce Inlet, New Smyrna Beach. This is Ponce Inlet right behind me here. So if you're coming over from Orlando area, it's about an hour away, give or take. So make sure of that. I've had clients book before, and then the day before the charter, we're going over directions. They're like, well, we're in Miami, and I'm like, well, you're nowhere near me. So just make sure you're in the right area. The second thing is go over expectations. What type of fishing you're wanting to do. Do you want to sight fish? Do you want to flats fish? Do you want to deep sea, offshore, redfish, trout, black drum, snook, tarpon? Do you want to keep fish? Does the captain clean fish? Are you allowed to keep fish? Do you have to take the fish? Not every captain cleans fish. Not everybody in every area is allowed to keep fish. Just because you go somewhere else and they can, doesn't mean you can here. There's a lot of the boat ramps that we use that it is against the law for us to clean fish there. Most of them are like that. You cannot clean fish inside the national park here, the wildlife refuge. A lot of the fish you just cannot legally keep, so make sure you ask those questions, all that kind of good stuff. Ask the cost, and is there a deposit? So the cost, like with me, my rates are usually for 1 or 2 people, and then it's usually an additional charge for each additional angler, all that kind of good stuff. So make sure you go over that. I usually get a deposit. Most captains get a deposit. Ask if your deposit's refundable, all that kind of stuff. What's the cancellation policy? What are the start times and the directions? Early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable. Your captain should be on time regardless. We ask that you be on time just as a courtesy in life and all that kind of stuff. But the big thing is, we plan our day accordingly. Sometimes we get to these areas, there's tidal influence, and sometimes when we're sitting at the boat ramp, I won't lie to you, the bugs are tremendous. So if you're running late and we're sitting out in an open boat like this at 6 in the morning in the dark, the mosquitoes and those no-see-ums are just killing us. They're just going crazy on us. So let's see, I went over keeping fish. Is it CPR, catch, photo, release? Make sure you ask that. The number 6 type of fishing. So fly fishing, spin fishing, bait caster, artificial, live bait. And then on the live bait, ask, does your guide charge you for live bait? A lot of charter boat captains say, hey, yeah, we use live bait, but you have to buy it. So make sure you ask that. I personally do not. Everything's included in my charters. Make sure, and you do the fishing license. You do not need a fishing license with us here in Florida. The captain supplies it. I have what's called a charter boat license that covers you, the client, and kids that are under 16 years old in Florida do not need a license at all. And there's other restrictions like military, veterans, over 65, but those get kind of iffy. The kids under 16, I know 100% do not need it, no matter where you're from. Number 7, tipping. Should you tip your guide and captain? Listen, this is 100% up to you. I don't want to get into this subject too much. Tipping is nice. We love it. It's always a nice thing. The cost of gas today, the cost of everything is going up. So yeah, whenever we receive a nice tip, it's always a blessing, and thank you so much. Is it expected? No. In the United States, we do tip. I see sometimes we get clients that are from overseas or not in the country, and they're just not used to it, so maybe this will help them out. And it's just a culture here in the United States that we tip. But that's totally up to you. I'm not even going to go into what you should tip and all that kind of good stuff. Number 8, how many people do you have going? Now, don't say you have 2 going, then 6 show up, and you say, well, only 4 of them or 2 of them are fishing, us 4 are just watching. It doesn't work like that. If you're getting in the boat and you're going, you count, whether you're reading a book or sightseeing. That's just the way it works. So make sure you go over who's going, ages, do you have any medical conditions, do you have any, things that the captain needs to be aware about, because that's important. I remember one day I had a lady go with me years ago, and she was about ready to pop. She was pregnant. And the only thing that I accepted from her was she did have a letter from her doctor that said it was okay. And that relieves me. On top of it, I was thinking, how cool would that be to have a baby on the boat while we're fishing for YouTube? Be a great story for the kid, right? Then the number 9, drinks. And we're going to talk about drugs and beer. I get asked all the time, because marijuana is legal in a lot of places, and it is not legal in Florida. Beer is okay. We don't want any glass in the boat, anything like that. No glass containers. I don't care if you bring some beer. And honestly, I don't want you to tell me if you're bringing weed. Just if you don't tell me, I don't know. But that's, I'm just telling you right now, it's not legal in the state of Florida recreationally. So that's between you and law enforcement. I'm not even going to go down that path. And then 10, food and drinks. What's included? I include bottled water, drinks like that. I don't include like specialty drinks. You might reach back in my cooler and find a ginger ale or something, sure. But usually we tell people if you want to bring specialty drinks like sodas or Cokes or beer or whatever, you got to bring it yourself. Food we usually don't supply, just for liability, allergies, whatnot. And then other than that, I really can't think of anything else. Any questions that you have your captain, make sure you ask them. And I guess one more important thing is when you hire a charter boat captain here in Florida, if they're in a boat, they are supposed to be a United States Merchant Mariner operator through Homeland Security, the United States Coast Guard. They're supposed to have their Coast Guard credentials and be a licensed captain. Just like an airline pilot, when you fly on JetBlue or a cruise captain, they're supposed to be licensed. Ask for your credentials, make sure they have insurance. Some places there's permits required, like to guide inside national parks. Some cities require permits. When you park your vehicle sometimes, some of the ramps around here, they charge a $5, $10 parking fee. Some of them don't. So just make sure you ask those kind of questions. And once you do this a few times, you start going out on charters, it'll get pretty easy. You'll be like, okay, I know what to ask now. And never be afraid to ask your captain. And, your captain should be open and honest with you about a lot of stuff. There's sometimes I have clients call me and they ask me something, and I'll be flat out. I'll say, I don't think I'm your guide. I don't think you'd be happy with me. As much as I want your money, I think you'd be happier with somebody else. Honesty's the best key. So listen, I want to thank everybody for watching this. If you got any questions, you want to book a charter with me, 352-223-7897. Give me a call. We have a great tarpon fishery here. We have a great fishery here, offshore, near shore, all year round. I'm an hour from Orlando, 10-15 minutes from Daytona, 20-30 minutes from Cocoa, New Smyrna Beach, Ponce Inlet. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day. Thank you.